Did the Chicago Bears make a mistake by cutting defensive end Demarcus Walker? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports, all back at it with another video, talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, hit that subscribe button down below. Would really appreciate that if you did so. So yeah, let's talk about this, man. So the Bears had two cuts the other day in which they basically cut Gerald Everett, which wasn't surprising, and then they cut Demarcus Walker, which was surprising. So I want to talk about the Walker decision here. And my initial thought was, yeah, I'm pretty shocked about this one. Maybe shocked is a strong word, but I'm pretty surprised by it because Demarcus Walker, I expected to be a rotational piece for this defense, knowing that, hey, we don't have a lot of defensive ends on this roster that are, ready and starting caliber and productive outside of Montez Sweat. Right. And so right now, like if you look at the depth chart, you got Austin Booker as sort of the starter de facto, if you will. There's, guys like Darrell Taylor, Jacob Martin. But for the most part, like you don't really have a solid bona fide starter next to a Montez Sweat. Now, the Chicago Bears could certainly have much bigger plans at play here because they could be thinking, look, we got to upgrade the position. Demarcus Walker was solid, but he wasn't special, and he wasn't, right? He was just a solid depth rotational piece, which is why I thought they would keep him. But maybe, like I said, they have bigger plans. Obviously, they opened up about $10 million more in salary cap space with the cutting of Walker and Everett. So they're thinking, hey, we're going big game hunting here on not just the offensive line, but the defensive line as well. And so I think the Chicago Bears realize the game is won in the trenches. I think Ben Johnson is probably telling Ryan Poles, look, I know we are solid, but we got to get better on the D-line. We got to get much better. So that is probably, the reasoning here. So to me, again, still thought that Demarcus Walker had a place on this roster as a rotational piece, but the Bears obviously thought otherwise. I don't think this is a huge mistake or anything like that. Demarcus Walker is very replaceable. You can certainly find guys like that. And I think that's essentially what's going to happen here, whether that is free agency or even the draft, by the way. All right, don't discount that, because let's say in free agency, we get the majority of, let's say, our defensive line fixed, or let's say we get the majority of our offensive line fixed in free agency, right? By signing Trey Smith, by signing a Drew Dahlman. And then in the draft, you can address the D-line and you go ahead and get a stud in the first round or a second round, and he could be an immediate starter here. So there's a lot of different angles at play here that the Chicago Bears could take. And so I'm trusting Ben Johnson on this one, that he's making the right call. So let's see what happens. But let me know what you guys think about that, man. Are you surprised or shocked by the Demarcus Walker waving move? Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.